Yo, good evening, and what's up, everyone from Canada, USA, International, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, Queens. This is your man, G Money Stacks, aka the Greginator, YouTuber, host with the most, misunderstood, lonely nomad, unstoppable, independent podcaster, and Queens, New York native, representing Laurelton, Queens, New York. And you're rocking and hanging out with me on the 275th episode of Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York Avenue podcast, live and direct from StreamYard alongside with YouTube. And speaking of YouTube, why don't you go ahead and grab that subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page of G Money Stacks 555. Tap the notification bell along with alerts so you can be reminded of when the show goes in the air via live stream. Stay tuned for more of your content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes, and of course everything in between, such as listen, stream, watch the episodes, download the episodes, and of course share the videos, share the episodes, and I will handle the rest at the end of the show. Now, I hope y'all had a good time watching the fireworks in Manhattan, Brooklyn, and Queens, of course, which was pretty dope. There were some dope performers, which I will go over the highlights of what went down with the Fourth of July Macy's fireworks special and stuff in a future episode. I'm not gonna have time to do it today, but yeah, I had no idea. I had no idea that Ja Rule and LL Cool J and the Roots, and along with certain people, were going to be performing in honor of the 50 years of hip hop, which I'll probably mention that in a future episode. Um so yeah. Let me let me get into the groove of a little thing that I like to call mental health check-in. So let's get started with that one right there. Yes, this was suggested to me by a live streamer from Pokecha, in regards to how social media is actually affecting people's mental health. So here it is. This one's for you out there, sweet dreams from Pokecha. This one's for you. This is a dedication in honor of mental health check-in. Here we go. Yes, we all know that social media affects a lot of people, right? We get it. Um, Let me break down why that's an issue. All right, let's break this down. Um, Hang on one second. Okay, let's break this down on why social media is affecting people's mental health, though. Now, um, now I'm pretty sure some people may relate to this, but this is from Reuters.com, and I will actually be able to break this down. So, social media can profoundly harm the mental health of youth, particularly adolescent girls. The U.S. Surgeon General warned in advisory on Tuesday, and he called for safeguards from tech companies for children who are at critical stages of brain development. U.S. Surgeon General Vivek um, Murphy said that while social media offers some benefits, there are ample indicators that social media could harm children's well being as well. We are in the middle of a national youth mental health crisis, and I am concerned that social media is an important driver of that crisis, one that we must urgently address, Murphy said. Social media may cause, and perpetuate body image issues, affect eating behaviors and sleep quality, and lead to social comparisons and low self esteem, especially among adolescent girls, the advisory said, citing responses from a survey conducted among adolescents. Adolescents who spend more than 3 hours per day on social media could face double the risk of experiencing poor mental health outcomes, such as symptoms of depression and anxiety, according to advisory. Most adolescents say social media helps them feel more accepted, more supported during tough times, more connected to their friends, and more creative. The advisory also said. It said policymakers should strengthen safety standards in ways that enhance those benefits for children of all ages, while noting that inappropriate and harmful content continues to be easily and widely accessible to children. Tech companies should adhere to age limits to control access to social media platforms and be transparent about data regarding the impact of their products on children, the advisory urges. Algorithms and platform design should seek to maximize the potential benefits of social media instead of features designed to make users spend more time on them, it said. The first principle of healthcare is to do no harm. That's the same standard we need to start holding social media platforms to, says a Soul Levin, CEO of the American Psychiatric Association. The report includes suggestions for what parents, tech companies, as well as children and adolescents can do to avoid dangerous pitfalls and make the social media experience more positive. They include creation of a family media plan, encouraging of in-person friendships, talking to children about how they spend their time online, and encouraging them to seek help should they need it. It included a reminder of the new 988 suicide and crisis lifeline. If you or someone you know is experiencing mental health crisis, um, yeah. So yeah, that's important too, man. I mean, I get. I mean, communication is key, but at the same time, you don't want to pressure. You don't want to pressure anybody. You know what I'm saying? I mean, um, well, I've been hearing some stories about how people commit suicide because because of being teased, being bullied for beauty looks or whatever case scenario may be. I mean, we need to really, like, I'm not saying limit social media per se. I'm not saying that, but also, try to find things in moderation in terms of like trying to, find a balance between having a social life versus having social media life. You know what I'm saying, folks? I'm pretty sure many of you at home probably have some friends that have experienced being bullied on social media, cyberbullied like I have, and everything like that, because I could actually relate to this. So this is just this is just me using my experience as an example. But you don't need to let that You don't need to let that affect your everyday life, though. You know what I'm saying? So, um, look, find a balance between using social media and having friends on the side. And as for how I'm feeling mentally, physically, and spiritually, you ask. Mentally, I could be doing a lot better life wise if it wasn't for anything drama wise. Physically, and spiritually, maintaining I'm maintaining my myself as far as my composure, but even though there's certain difficult situations and stuff, but I am going to really hang in there for you out there and for all you listeners out there. So this is just me giving my all my energy and stuff. So you know what I'm saying? So let's get to um okay, we got some transit stuff that we need to get to right here. Um so let's get to the transit stuff. Okay, let's get to the transit stuff real quick. Um and unfortunately congestion pricing actually wins in this case, man. So why do I say that? You're gonna find out in this week's New York Mass Transit Files. Unfortunately, bad news for all you transit commuters out there that use the subways, the buses, or driving cars, whatever it may be, man. Congestion pricing actually just happened. And this is according to amny.com, which is what I actually use as my main primary handle to look for topics. So here's what's happening. Listen to this. At long last, the Federal Highway Administration gave New York State the green light on Friday to proceed with its congestion pricing plan for the Manhattan Central Business District. The agency issued a letter of legal sufficiency to both the MTA and Governor Kathy Hochul on May 5th, authorizing the state to move forward with its plan to create a tolling system for drivers to travel into and from areas of Manhattan, generally below 60th Street. According to published reports, it effectively starts the clock on additional steps to implement the system, which could be up and running on or about April 2024. Congestion pricing has been debated off and on for the better part of the last 20 years. Since then, Mayor Michael Bloomberg floated the idea as a way to ease traffic in the heart of Manhattan while also generating a new revenue source for public transit improvements. Along the way, the plan proved controversial, especially among outer borough residents and suburban hold on suburbanities suburbanites, excuse me, suburbanites, um who see the plan as a tax on their driving privileges and a substantial income hit. Jeez, I told you this shit wasn't gonna be really good, but you know how that goes. Oh boy. Oh no! Yeah, that part too. That part right there. That part right there.
Oh my god!
So, the state legislature, then Governor Andrew Cuomo approved a congestion pricing plan for Manhattan in 2018, but the plan stalled from there as it required federal approval in order to proceed. Oh gosh, the former Trump administration didn't touch it for the rest of its tenure, and the plan remained pending for the first half of President Biden's first term in office. As recently as April of this year, U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg had indicated that the Biden administration was still examining the proposal. We're talking about something that is really new in terms of scope and scale relative to processing environmental reviews on something that we maybe do hundreds of in a year, like a bridge project, for example. Buttigieg said during an April 13th appearance in Albany, but certainly the Federal Highway Administration is working hard on that process. I don't have any news to make about it today, but that's certainly one that's getting a lot of good news, excuse me, a lot of good attention, um, and sources to make sure the process is followed and done well. Hold on a second. But Friday's news of federal approval drew the quick praise of the MTA, which stands to benefit from more than $1 billion in projected annual toll revenue once the congestion pricing system is enacted. Congestion pricing is a generational opportunity to make it easier for people to get around in and to get to the central business district by reducing traffic and funding improvements to the public transit system, said MTA Chief of External Relations John J. McCarthy. No relations to Paul McCartney, folks. To do it right, environmental equity has been an integral component. Hold on. We are grateful that the FHWA has acknowledged the project sponsors' efforts to date and has found the document has met the standards for legal sufficiency. Lisa Daglian, executive director of the Permanent Citizens Advisory Committee to the MTA, celebrated the approval as a significant step forward for our region's health and the well-being of our transit system. It's the first next step towards congestion pricing, which will mean less traffic, better air quality, and reap billions of dollars to improve the MTA signals and stations, improve accessibility, buy new rolling stock, and build big things like the next phase of the subway, Second Avenue subway, and bring Metro North and Penn Station into Penn Station. Daglian said. In addition, in addition to transit riders, millions of other people will benefit from congestion pricing, including drivers in Manhattan and our neighbors in New Jersey. Riders Alliance Executive Director Betsy Plum, however, called the development the best Friday afternoon news dump ever. After years of delays, which transit riders are all too familiar with, the federal government has finally decided that millions of New Yorkers, commuters, and visitors to our city can have nice things after all, Plum said in a statement. Now, Governor Kathy Hochul has all the power she needs to raise the money to fix our subway and deliver the reliable and accessible service every New Yorker deserves. The case for congestion pricing, with all of its benefits, could not be stronger than it is today. The approval means that the MTA's Traffic Mobility Review Board can now proceed with issuing final recommendations for toll rates and exemptions, which would then have to be approved by the MTA board. At this point, the MTA is not expecting to implement the program until at the earliest the second quarter of 2024. An MTA spokesperson told AM New York Metro in April the delay means the MTA will have to forego about $250 million in capital for fiscal year 2024. The scope of the agency's $55 billion capital plan is dependent on revenue from congestion pricing. Oh boy. And I see some people actually has some things to say. So let's read the comments of what people got to say. So this user says the city has narrowed lanes by implementing street um cafes, bike lanes, and now pedestrian lanes. 8th Avenue between 36th and 48th Street is an engineering failure, which has also caused new gridlock on 10th Avenue. It's as if the leaders of the plan have no comprehension of cause and effect. Millions of dollars will be lost starting with my steady stream. Manhattan was not designed to be a pedestrian amusement park. I am older and not going to do public transport because I can't walk across the city like the old days. Hopefully, a lawsuit will stop this malpractice of public policy. Well, that's already happened, man. I mean, it's already happened already. So, you know what I'm saying? The city is reeling from workers not working in the city. There are so many empty stores and office space. This will only stop more people from coming into the city. Goods delivered will now be more expensive because of this tax, as if inflation wasn't raising the prices already. This makes no sense at all. This is such a bad idea as people are struggling with inflation, high rents, and interest rates. That's true. So the Democrats and Bleeding Hearts decided that on putting the onus on middle income drivers to get cash from the MTA is the way to go. Yet there will be 5 free bus routes. The MTA is accountable to no one. Reduce fare for whoever, and state legislature gave themselves an approximately 29% raise for this year without delay. But of course, the fake environmentalists want to listen to a billionaire that flies in a jet and broke the law that the people of NYC voted in to restrict a mayor to 2 terms. Also, if you need more people to ride the subway, why not make the price of the subway fare? What is with the unaffordable amount of $9 to $23? I guess we are not one city and not in this together. You all are such fake humanitarians. Hmm. Yeah, that I don't know. I don't know. This is tough, man. This is pretty tough. But the amount of money, that's crazy. Um Another user says What about people who are handicapped who need to drive or be driven because the transit system is not an option for them, so they get punished for needed a ride? Um, bye bye Manhattan and your restaurants and museums. Ha! Damn, son. All right. So in other transit news, some details in regards to subway expansion. I didn't get a chance to cover this, but the MTA is set to increase service frequency on 12 subway lines starting this summer, which we're already in right now, after being allotted $35 million to expand service in the recently enacted $229 billion state budget. Yes. Let me see. Yes, the transit agency will begin rolling out the additional service in July, boosting the frequency of weekend service on the G and G, J, and M lines. The investment will shorten headways between trains to 8 or 9 minutes, down from the current 10 to 11 minutes. The following month, the MTA will increase weekday service on the C, N, and R lines, reducing headways from 10 minutes down to 8, while also boosting weekend 1 and 6 train frequencies to 6 minutes apiece, down from the current 8. In December, the MTA will again boost weekday service on the C, N, and R trains, this time in the evening, to 8-minute headways. G trains will also come every 8 minutes at midday. Finally, in July of next year, the MTA will enhance frequency on the B, D, J, and M lines on weekdays to come every 8 minutes, while weekend 3 and 5 train service will increase to 10-minute headways. Discretionary travel has led the ridership recovery on subways, demonstrating that New Yorkers are ready to ride mass transit when they have somewhere to go, said MTA Chair and CEO General Lieber in a statement. As we have said throughout this whole process, once the funding is there, we can expand service to better align with post COVID ridership trends. The planned service boosts allotted in the state budget were first reported by the New York Post this week. The $35 million allotment will mainly pay for additional train crews, with some of it going toward the increased electrical power and maintenance required for an increase in service. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. And the news of service expansion is a dramatic post budget turnaround for the MTA, which for months had been warning was on the pre hold on precipice of a devastating fiscal cliff that could lead to major service cuts if not addressed by Albany lawmakers. The subway transported more than 4.02 million riders on Wednesday, the most since March 2020, but ridership remains well below pre-pandemic baselines. Last December, the MTA announced that it would reduce Monday and Friday service on select lines to account for changes to commuting patterns brought about by the rise in New Yorkers working from home. Uh, The move to boost service comes as a major win to strap hanger activists and progressive elected officials who had been pushing for across the across the board headways of 6 minutes, free bus service, and the cancellation of the MTA's planned fare hike. In addition to the service enhancements, the MTA will also pilot free bus service on 5 lines across the city and will reduce the breadth of its fare hike from 5.5% to 4%. The historic transit funding deal at the heart of this year's state budget will meaningfully improve the lives of millions of New Yorkers who depend on subways and buses each day, said Betsy Plum, executive director of Riders Alliance, which fronted the 6 minute service campaign. Riders give thanks to Governor Kathy Hochul and legislative leaders for the sustainable new MTA revenue, more subway service, and faster, more reliable buses. We look forward to savoring these victories in time savings, easier commutes, and a more equitable New York for years to come. Transit workers union local 100, which represents 46,000 New York City transit workers and is currently in contract negotiations with the MTA, had also supported the proposal to boost service in the state budget. On Thursday, the union's president Richard Davis gave the agency's expansion plan the thumbs up. If the MTA is going to increase service, we are all for it, Davis said in a statement. We advocated for more service with the Riders Alliance. We get people where they need to go. And we pushed for more service because mass transit should run as frequently as possible. It's good for riders, the economy, and the environment. Okay, all right, so some users on the website actually chimed in. Um and you at home, especially those in New York, actually, you're more than welcome to actually chime in on what you how do you feel about the congestion pricing as far as anything. Is it gonna help people who are driving, or is it gonna hurt people? Let me know in the comments on the YouTube channel page, and of course, I am going to pose that question after I get off the air. I'm going to pose that question to you folks out there at home who are New Yorkers and stuff. So that's going to be for you. All right, so let's get to the users on the website amny.com who chimed in. Regarding this person says, regarding the proposed free pilot bus program, one must remember that only operating five bus routes for free is that the operating cost of those routes could be recouped when those passengers later switches to another subway or to another bus where they will pay a one-way fare, or if any of those passengers that had boarded the free bus had previously paid a fare on a previous bus or subway ride. Therefore, that passenger would have been entitled to a free transfer to or from that bus anyway. In essence, the only passengers that would benefit under such a pilot plan would be only those passengers that would happen to only need that one bus route to get to and from their origin and destination point, which might be relatively very few passengers and a few other passengers that would have needed more than one transfer to complete their one-way trip, so that free bus, in essence, provides some financial relief of a possible double fare. With that being said, the MTA needs to look at routes where a passenger would have needed to transfer twice for there to be some economic benefit for the passenger. This occurs with certain trips where a passenger may need to take a local bus and then switch to the SBS route to speed up their trip to the subway or desired bus lines. So those SBS routes should be free. Which, for those of you at home that don't know what that stands for, it stands for Select Bus Service. The N125 route should also be free, so that passengers that travel between the hub in the Bronx and 125th Street in Manhattan could transfer to routes in the adjacent borough. Buses run must run more frequently than the subway. 8-minute headways during off-peak hours is achievable on subways, but this means buses are to operate at 6-minute headways during off-peak hours. Free bus rides is ridiculous. Even the bus fare does not nearly offset the cost of operating buses. At least there is a partial offset of expense by having the current bus fare. Why should New Yorkers do not ride the free bus have to pay for free bus rides by paying higher taxes? New Yorkers need a break on the high level of state and city taxes. And of course, another user says, it's a good start, but some more comprehensive changes are needed on the A and C lines. To start with, the A line service needs to be extended to operate operate express 2 more hours from 10 p.m. to midnight, which would then add 2 additional hours of C local service between 10 p.m. and midnight. During the midday and evenings, the C local trains should be extended from Euclid Avenue, Brooklyn to Lefferts Boulevard, Queens, while all A service should travel to and from Far Rockaway to increase the frequency of A service to and from Far Rockaway during the midday and evenings, while the C local service would provide a greater frequency of train service to the Lefferts Boulevard corridor than the current A line service now provides during those same hours. Uh, the A Express service to Lefferts Boulevard needs only to operate during the morning AM rush hours, 7 days per week, between approximately 5 a.m. in the morning and 11 a.m. During the midday and evenings, 104th Street, 111th Street, and Lefferts Boulevard bound passengers could still utilize the A Express service, but would just transfer at the Rockaway Boulevard station between the C local train and the A Express train. The goal here is a greater frequency of train service to both the Far Rockaway and Lefferts Boulevard corridors during the midday and evenings than presently, even though another transfer would be required at the Rockaway Boulevard station. However, more seats would be available on those trains at times. And regarding the broad channel Rockaway Park shuttle service line, I believe that increasing the S line service to acceptable frequencies of 8 to 12 minutes could negatively affect the A service to and from Far Rockaway due to the various crossovers, tracks, and turnarounds north of the broad channel station, which could slow down A service to and from Far Rockaway due to waiting time for these shuttle trains to pass and turn around. If the MTA splits the A service under the the above proposed plan between Far Rockaway and Rockaway Park, then the frequency of Far Rockaway A service would be cut to possibly the same level as it is now with the Lefferts Boulevard service. Reactivating the Rockaway Beach line to have the M train extended to serve the Beach 116th Street end of the Rockaways under the Queens Link plan is the ultimate answer. But until that time, possibly a free, frequent, limited stop shuttle bus between the Beach 67th Street station and the Beach 116th Street subway station might be the answer for a more frequent connecting bus service to the A service line than the current Rockaway Park shuttle subway line service. Another option for the MTA would be to operate this free limited stop bus between Beach 169th Street and the Beach 67th Street subway station to provide a frequent bus subway connection to the A subway line for the entire western end of the Rockaway Peninsula rather than just the four subway stops to Beach 116th Street. Okay. Okay, that was your transit news. I haven't done this segment for a very long time, and this is pertaining to a black owned trendsetter who who has a business, but it is pertaining to a, a specific drink which is involving moonshine. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go into we're gonna go to a segment right here before we even go to chatting on the jazz. We're gonna get into the segment called Black Owned Trendsetter Shoutouts. So shout out goes to it goes to Nelly. You know what I'm saying? It goes to Nelly. So so um yes. So let's get into it right here, right now. As this loads up actually. Um as this loads up actually. Um okay, here it is. Black owned trendsetter shout outs. So shout outs to Nelly. All right. All right. All right. Yes, so Nelly's getting into the beverage business. So let's get into it right here. Um let's get into it right here. And I didn't know about this, but this is from drinksbusiness.com. Grammy Award winning rapper Nelly has announced the launch of moonshine brand Moshine, encouraging fans to get the party started with the new flavored spirits. Okay, so his real name is Cornell Arrell Haynes Jr., the Texas born hip hop artist known by stage name Nelly, launched his new moonshine brand during WSWA's Access Live event on April 4th, 2023 in Orlando, Florida. The Hot and Herb rapper took inspiration from his love of both hip hop and country music to make the new spirit. I'm taking a country tradition and mixing it up for everyone to enjoy, the rapper said of the launch. The name Most Shine gives a nod to his hometown of St. Louis, Missouri, um, where Nelly moved as a teenager. Moonshine is traditionally made as a clear, unaged whiskey. That shit sounds good though, man. That shit sounds pretty good though, man. On a special occasion. Yeah, I should try that fucking shit out though. The spirit was historically made and distributed illegally, and the name was derived from a tradition of creating the alcohol at night in order to avoid detection. Moonshine, which takes inspiration from the southern tradition of making moonshine, is a triple distilled corn-based spirit. The new brand has been developed in collaboration with Piedmont distillers and comes in flavors peach and passion fruit. The 60 proof moonshine has been designed to be able to drink as a shot and a long drink, pairing with mixers including lemon lime soda, sweet tea, lemonade, and energy drinks, according to a press release put out by the brand. Where I come from, we work hard and play harder, and I want my fans to be able to reach for moonshine, rather, anytime they are ready to get the party started, Nelly said. The Dilemma rapper's signature drink, named The Fix, is a mixture of peach, moonshine, and Red Bull. Ooh, that sounds pretty tasty. Motion was first revealed at last week's WSWA Access Live, where Nelly performed a set of his ch- charting biggest chart-topping hits. The Spirit is available in both 50 millimeter and 750 millimeter, no, milliliter, excuse me, milliliter, 50 milliliter and 750 milliliter millimeter packaging, and is being rolled out across the US via drink drinkmoshine.com. Yeah, I can check out this website to check it to see what type of flavors it has by going to www.drinkmoshine.com. And another Nelly news. This is from the qgentleman.com. Um yes, so Nelly takes home $50 million for half of his catalog. Yes, he made bank. According to TMZ, the St. Louis bred rapper sold the rights to half of the music he created, which included his biggest hits. The country grandma secured a $50 million deal with a 50% ownership stake over his entire catalog. The catalog includes a grand total of 8 albums and several number one singles that is assisted in defining the direction of hip hop culture in the 2000s. Wow. Wow, that's pretty good. Wow. That's fucking dope, man. That's really dope. That's really dope, man. You know what I'm saying? Um that really is dope though, man. Being in charge of your catalog and stuff and getting money off of it. Yes. Okay. Yes, so according to TMZ, Nelly is pairing up Harborview Equity Partners, a company facilitating the money to lock up some of his best known songs, such as Ride With Me, Dilemma, Hot in Here, and Just a Dream. Some of these songs earned him Grammy Awards, including Dilemma for Best Rap Performance and Hot and Her for Best Male Rap Solo Performance. Another Grammy he earned was thanks to Shake Your Tail Feather, which was from the Bad Boys 2 soundtrack. Um, Still isn't clear what songs belong to Harbor View. Um, Nelly in all has 8 albums. Country Grammar 2000, Nellyville 2002, Sweat 2004, Brass Knuckles 2008, 5.0 2010, um, MMO 2013, and Heartland 2021. Taking steps towards being a business mogul isn't anything new for the Saint Lunatic rapper. According to allhiphop.com, Nelly broke into the adult beverage industry earlier this year with a spirit brand, Moshine, and joining other artists such as Diddy, Jay-Z, and 50 Cent in the industry. Specifically, his drink is a triple distilled moonshine, which blends hip hop and country music into one. In fact, the name for the brand suggests his home state of Missouri's abbreviation, Mo. Um, and he said, in quote, I'm taking a country tradition and mixing it up for everyone to enjoy, Nelly said on the venture. How did it start? The Midwest rapper partnered with award-winning Piedmont distillers. According to a press release, the drink has 2 flavors, peach and passion fruit. In a drink called The Fix, Nelly's influence led to this drinking mixing peach with Red Bull. Where I come from, we work hard and play harder, and I want my fans to be able to reach for moonshine anytime they are ready to get the party started, Nelly said. And of course, you can check out the website, like I said, um, at www.drinkmoshine.com. And yeah, so there you have it right there, folks. And let's make some noise. Let's make some noise for Nelly and his accomplishments and his career and everything else in between. Okay, now we could get to chatting all the jazz. Um Now we can get to chatting all the jazz right here though. The We got some stuff to talk about here, and of course we got a shark attack that we need to talk about here, man. And and this is not new, folks. You know what I'm saying? This is not new. Um this is not new. Yo, seriously, every time I hear about shark attacks these days, man, this is getting crazy. But anyway, man, that's the first topic of chatting or the jazz right here, man. Let's get into it right here and right now. Let's do it. Okay. We got a shark attack that happened recently that we need to talk about here, and it's involving two more swimmers. So this took place. Hold on a second. Let me see. Hold on a second here. And this is from the 4th of July for those of you who may not know. This happened Tuesday. 2 more swimmers were apparently attacked by sharks off Long Island on Tuesday, a day after a 15-year-old surfer was bitten at a nearby beach. Tuesday's reported attacks both happened just before 2 p.m., about 60 miles apart from each other. A 47-year-old man was enjoying the water at um Quogue Village Beach in the Hamptons when he felt an apparent bite to his right knee. Um, Quogue police said. He told authorities that he did not see a shark. Shortly after, a 49-year-old man reported that his hand was bitten while swimming at Fire Island Pines Beach, not far from where a 15-year-old boy was bitten while surfing a day earlier. Jeez, man. Jeez. This is some scary ass shit, man. And this is some scary ass fucking shit though, man. Like every year there's always a fucking shark attack, man. That's just terrible, man. And it randomly happens. And this is not something to really, kid around, folks. Um man, if you're gonna be at the beach or whatever, you might want to be careful. You might want to be careful out there and not go too far in the ocean. That's pretty much that's pretty much the deal here, man. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what the deal is. Damn. Oh Lord. I'll let it speak for itself though. Um, yeah.
Oh no!
But wait, there's more. There's more to the story. Hang on. The team was nipped on the left heel and toes around 5:20 p.m. on Monday, Suffolk County police said. He swam to shore in Kismet and was aided by a good Samaritan before he was treated at a local hospital for puncture wounds. Jeez, man. Earlier on Tuesday, Robert Moses Beach delayed opening the water to swimmers after a school of about 50 sand sharks were spotted about 200 yards offshore around 8 a.m. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute here, man. First of all, first of all, okay, wait a minute, man. I heard of sharks in the ocean by the beach that attacks people, but sand sharks is very, very, very rare, though, man. Hold on a minute, man. Let me rewind this shit. This is crazy. Hold on a minute here. Hold on, hold on. Rewind. Sand sharks? Really? That shit's crazy, man. That's the craziest shit that I ever heard. um, damn. Anyway, let's get it. Let's continue here, man. This is crazy. This is crazy and unheard of, and I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not even gonna hold you on that one. That's crazy, man. So let's see. Yeah, I'm like, wait a okay. So Long Island Park's regional director George Gorman told the Post staff monitored the school with surveillance drones for about 90 minutes before they determined the beaches were safe and open for the day around 9:30 a.m. The beach was closed once more after a possible shark sighting, but officials determined it was a dolphin. Oh gosh. On Monday, a 15-year-old girl was possibly bit while swimming off Robert Moses Beach around 1:45 p.m. Damn. I didn't think the beach was named after a reporter on Fox 5. I did not know that. That's crazy. She was treated for small puncture wounds on her left leg. At the time, lifeguards searched for sharks using drones but did not locate any. She didn't see what bit her. The lifeguards didn't know what bit her. The drone's operator checked the area. We didn't see, Gorman says, so we can't definitely say what bit her. Authorities have confirmed that the teenage surfer bit off Fire Island on Monday was attacked by some kind of shark, the first confirmed shark attack of 2023 after an alarming 6 people reported being bitten off Long Island in 2022. In response to the surge in attacks, Governor Kathy Hochul announced in May that 10 new shark spotting drones have been purchased so Long Island police and park officials can monitor the beaches from the air. Park officials have used the technology to scout out the water for sharks before revelers flock to the beaches. Ah, man. First of all, that's crazy and that's crazy in a sense. And usually you hear about shark attacks in Jones Beach, Rockaway Beach, um, and sometimes Brighton Beach by Coney Island. But I mean, the Hamptons, out of all places, wait, sand sharks is unheard of. I meant to rephrase that. Sand sharks is unheard of. Now, many people probably heard of sharks in the oceans, but sand sharks is very, very, very rare these days. That's really crazy. Um, speaking of crazy, speaking of crazy, um, speaking of crazy, a while back, this really caught my attention, and this is pertaining to a singer who I've been following for years, who goes by the name of Lizzie Ashley. This was posted last month at um Madam 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 Inor.com. Let me just get into it. So, Um, fans of Brooklyn-based singer Lizzie Ashley have rallied together to find the man responsible for snatching off her bright green wig. On May 29th, the young artist took to TikTok with a startling video that captured the aftermath of her wig snatching assault by the hands of a smug white man. Jeez. After less than 24 hours, social media detectives identified the alleged suspect as Anthony Orlick. According to the New York Post, Orlick was an associate of leader Birkin Coleo and Silverstein LLP, a law firm based in New York. Well, after his wig wig snatching assault. He's no longer employed with the company, a spokesperson told the outlet May 31st. Oh boy. Okay, this sounds very stupid. It's very stupid of the guy to do. It's very stupid. This is stupid. I'm sorry, but this is so fucking stupid. If if he didn't do that crap, he wouldn't have lost his job. So that's on him. That's on him. You feel what I'm saying? And I guess the issue when I heard about this story, folks, is what possesses a person like this guy to actually snatch a wig off of a woman's head? That part is very hard for me to understand. That's just plain crazy to me. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Oh my god! Oh no!
Yeah. Yeah, oh boy. Um yeah, on the company's official LinkedIn page, I didn't know people still use LinkedIn these days. The law firm also addressed Ehrlich's embarrassing debacle, saying in part, "We take seriously any appropriate behavior by any employee, whether inside or outside the workplace. This associate is no longer with the firm." Yes. Yes. Okay. Let me get that out of here. Yeah, can we get this out of here? Hold on a second. Yes, so let me see. Um okay. All right, so in the clip which has garnered more than 55,000 views on TikTok, an outrage Ashley is heard shouting at a man purported to be the disgraced uh, law associate just a few minutes after he snatched off her curly green wig. Sir, for what fucking reason? She yelled as she held up what is it? What is it? She held up the hairpiece and shook it furiously in his face. For what reason did you take my wig off? The singer continued. What made you think that was the good thing to do? Why'd you do that? What makes you think that's okay? Instead of apologizing, Early flashed an annoying smirk and continued to walk by her. It's not funny, Ashley shouted. You didn't even fucking know me. Do you hate women or something? Um an associate with the white man tried to get him to apologize, but he refused and kept walking. And the comment section, fans of Ashley were shocked by Ehrlich's unthinkable behavior. I'll tell you this, man. He's a fucking jackass for this shit, man. Worse than Kanye West, okay? He's worse. Like this guy must be fucking insecure. And jerk is an understatement. It's an understatement, folks. So that's just my thing. So um In the comment section, fans of Ashley were shocked by Ehrlich's unthinkable behavior. The way he's acting like you are literally not there is making me insane, wrote one person. Another fan commented, find him and press charges. Subpoena his friend as your witness. The microaggressions need to be challenged. A third person penned, his smile, just pure evil, worse than Cheeseface 45, of course. In a follow up post, Ashley said that her neck was inflamed and tense from the unprovoked attack. Um, she also said that she would be taking legal action in a post uploaded to her account May 30th. I am unable to say more at the moment as I move forward legally. I appreciate everyone who identified, called, and emailed. Her message read. Um, One gentleman even encouraged Ashley to press charges against the disgraced attorney. Um, so yeah. Uh, Hold on a second. Let's see if we can keep this going. That that to me, yes. That to me is just crazy. This is crazy. And this is just crazy and unthinkable. And and this is just unthinkable, man. I don't understand why he did this, but it's unheard of. And I can't really imagine. This is crazy, man. And it's scary what she went through too, man. You know what I mean? Um, it's very, very scary, man. Look, there's a lot of people out there that are creeps, man. And you might want to you might want to be careful and make sure you take some friends with you, man. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to experience this shit alone. As for this guy, his fucking shit is down the tubes anyway. So we're gonna flush this guy down the toilet. We're gonna flush him down the toilet though, man. We're gonna flush him down the toilet. But first, um, a little a little bit of a little bit of everything in between, man. Yeah, that part too, man. I can't help that shit though, man. Oh man, that's crazy. Um, yeah, and speaking of more crazy, let's talk the bill ticketing. Let's talk about the bill for ticketing as far as the outrageous prices. I know you probably might not remember this, but some of the fans of Taylor Swift was upset because of the outrageous price, the outrageous prices and stuff. So we're gonna get into the NYC bill. All right, so and this is from the New York Post. So patrons of local entertainment and sports venues won't get scalped at the last minute by big time ticket peddlers anymore, thanks to a bill set to pass the city council this week. The proposed local law, which was overwhelming support on the city council, will force selling websites such as StubHub and Ticketmaster to come clean on their hefty handling and service fees before patrons click to buy tickets to local venues online. Whether it's whether it's a concert or a ball game, these companies need to stop fleecing fans, said former hardcore punk rock guitarist and councilman Justin Brennan, who sponsored the bill to the Post. By requiring sellers to list the all in price up front, my bill will end up will end the era of bait and switch advertising on ticket prices, Brennan said. Don't advertise that tickets are $20 when by the time you are done paying all sorts of surprise fees, they actually gonna cost $80. Jeez Louise. Wow. Jeez Louise, man. I don't even go out to like concerts and stuff, knowing how tickets are going to be so expensive. And yeah, I don't know, man. That right there, that's just plain crazy and foul right there. Um, yeah, that's foul. Um, yeah, that's pretty foul right there. Um, that's pretty foul. Yeah, that's not really cool though, man. People like that. If you notice ticket scalpers and all that stuff, especially bootleggers, run for the fucking hills, man. Please. And if this happens again, um, this is what happens. This is crazy, man. This is so crazy to me, man. Oh man, this is so crazy. So I think you'll see how a little transparency can make things right. Hold on a second. Hold on. Yes. Yes. A look how a little transparency can make things right, make things more fair for everyone, Brendan said. The added fees for events at places such as Madison Square Garden, Yankee Stadium, and Broadway theaters can run as high as 30% of the price of the ticket, he said. Um, Brennan first pitched the proposal in 2018, but the council wasn't sold on the idea then, although it now seems to have more than enough backing to make it into law. The new proposal doesn't cap how much the big market ticket companies can charge for additional fees, but Brennan says he hopes the restriction would embarrass the sellers into being more reasonable. The bill comes up for a vote Tuesday and can hit ticket sellers with fines up to $500 for each violation. The measure um, comes out of the council's committee on consumer and worker protection, and if approved, would amend the city's administrative code. Okay. Hmm. Yes, that sounds pretty. That sounds pretty. That sounds pretty reasonable. Yes, that sounds pretty reasonable to me. Let's see. Let's see. Um. Okay, bears jumping on the trampoline. Oh my gosh, man. See, oh my goodness, man. This is the thing. Oh my gosh, man. This is crazy. Oh man. Bears jumping on the trampoline. Why? I don't get it. But I don't get it though, man. But this is going okay, so this is from yeah, so this is from livenowfox.com. Okay, this took place in Farmington, Connecticut. One Connecticut resident witnessed an unbearably funny sight when a group of bears was found enjoying the backyard trampoline at her residence earlier this month. The video footage taken by homeowner Olivia Germano on April 7th shows the five bears lounging and playing on the trampoline. Germano uploaded the video to Facebook where she said this was not the first time the group had paid her a visit. Another visit, Germano wrote, "Oh man, and they're black bears out of all things." And they're black bears though. That's crazy. Wow. That's crazy though, man. I'd be scared as hell if I saw that.
Oh
Yeah, I'd be scared as hell, man. If I saw something like that though, man. Yeah, that part too. That's just that's crazy and incredible at the same time. I don't know what the irony is, but anyway. Yes, so let's see. um yeah, last month a bear was filmed scratching its back outside a home in Asheville, North Carolina. The video quickly went viral on social media, um, garner, garnering millions of views on TikTok. Then earlier this year, the city of Boulder Open Space and Mountain Park said a bear discovered a camera that the agency uses to monitor wildlife across Boulder, Colorado's parks. Of the 580 photos captured, about 400 were bear selfies. OSMP wrote on Twitter, including a laughing emoji in the post. Oh man. This is so laughable, folks. I can't help myself right there. This is so fucking laughable right there. Not as laughable as Rick Ross and DJ Envy. Oh, let's get into that one right there. So let's get into the Drink Champs interview that he did. Oh man, this is crazy. This is very crazy. Yes, so this is from hotnewhiphop.com. Let's see. Nori and DJ EFN have had an incredible string of guests on their Drink Champs podcast over the past few weeks. Wiz Khalifa, Jada Kiss, and Robin Thicke have all dropped by the studio to enjoy some drinks and answer burning questions, though none of them come close to topping today's star, Rick Ross. This isn't the Mississippi-born artist's first appearance on the Revolt series, but they have certainly stepped their game up since his last visit 3 years ago. Since then, Rose has also stepped his game up, which he made sure to talk about in his latest interview. Spanning over 2.5 hours, the richer than I ever been artist touched on a variety of hot topics during his second Drink Champs stint. Among them were his business ventures with companies like Wingstop, where he recently encouraged Don Lemon to apply. um, yeah, Don Lemon got fired. As well as his past beef, childhood inspiration, and upcoming car show, which I actually may have touched on. Speaking of the latter, Ross made it clear that he's not looking at DJ Envy's quickly approaching event of a similar nature as competition. Rather, he supports the Breakfast Club's endeavor to raise money for the family left behind by the late young Dolph. Envy was never on my level to battle the 47-year-old playfully tease when comparing their two events. I wouldn't do that to Envy. I like Envy and I fuck with Envy, but in the card game, he's not ready for that. But I support that shit. Ross clarified. The New Yorkers, the New Yorkers car show is scheduled to take place the weekend before the biggest boss, which will also include a performance from him and Lil Wayne. The father of four is obviously excited about his big day, but some of his neighbors have made it abundantly clear they are not on the same page. A few weeks back, a group put forth a motion in hopes of shutting the multi hyphenate down. As iHeart as iHeart notes, the Fulton County Board of Commissioners heard the concerned citizens out, but has not made moves to cancel the car show at this time. You can check out Rick Ross full Drink Champs interview, full Drink Champs appearance above, and let us know who you want Nori and DJ EFN to interview next in the comments, and you can watch it on YouTube as well. So there you have it right there. That's crazy though, man. And more of that actually, and this is from 2 months ago actually. I actually touched on the whole car show thing actually a while back, but Rick Ross and DJ Envy are in the midst of a war. Hold on. Yeah, okay, so let me see. Yes, so Rick Ross and DJ Envy are in the midst of a war of words after Rose declared on Drink Champs that the radio host was never on my level when it comes to hosting car shows. Sorry, I had to lower the volume because of the motorcycle. Um, this led to Envy criticizing Ross for his inability to get a permit for his own car show. Ross shot back at the Breakfast Club host on Thursday, taking to Instagram to tell the beige boy to bow down. Beige. That's the same shit that Charlemagne the God always calls him. Oh my god. Oh man. Wow. Beige rage, man. Oh man, that's funny. Oops, wrong one. Well, the glass part was kind of part of the anger of the bit of the rage, but I I kind of wanted to mix it up though, so I apologize for that one right there. But anyway, man, let me continue with this shit though, man. Oh man, he added that while Envy is doing his show in Memphis, he should send every dollar to the late Young Dolph's family. Since we on our car show, DJ Envy, you will never be on my be on my level, Rick Ross began. For one, you do car shows with rappers and my dead homies. So what you doing in Memphis, that's for Dolph. And I believe Dolph legacy should live on, but make sure every penny you make, you donate to Dolph family. Huh. And envy, don't nobody build cars to come to your car show. Don't nobody drive from out of state to come to your car show. Envy, the beige rage. Oh shit, the beige rage. You see, but make sure them people got everything they need, envy. And Memphis, y'all better hold envy to it. Bow down, envy. Bow down, beige boy. You a beige boy. And make sure my people good. We been had these. We show love for real. You just marketing. On Friday, May 19th, DJ Envy clap back at the Miami native, getting personal about his supposed riches. Hmm. And he said in quote, let's be honest, right, Rick Ross, you Airbnb your home, the house that you sleep in. Eddie, Eddie Murphy. Not Eddie Murphy. Oh shit. Eddie Murphy slept in your bed. Oh shit, this is crazy. They shot Coming to America and Eddie Murphy milked your bed. Oh man. I'm not that guy that's going to charge somebody $500 to get in because I couldn't sleep with myself. Yeah, I wouldn't live with myself doing that shit too, man. That to me is just crazy. $500 is one thing, but I think charging $500 for a car show is just flat out crazy, man. That's crazy, and that's just plain crazy, man. And I, oh man, oh man, this is ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. Yeah. This is terrible. Like, why would you charge $500 for a damn car show? That's ridiculous. Highway robbery 101. Yes. Yes. Um, okay. He he then addressed why he is doing his car show in Memphis with Paper Route. Those company. KC age 45. I didn't know he was 45, almost the same age as Charlemagne the God. Then asserted that Ross car collection, while massive, is garbage. I'm doing it with Paper Route, the company that Young Dolph owns, you idiot. Yeah, you have 200, 300 cars. Yeah, you are absolutely right, but most of them are trash. They are garbage. If you go through mine, they are quality. Think about it. I haven't said anything. You started with Drink Champs. That just tells me your ticket sales are not doing well. Hmm. Yeah, he really got a point right there, man. The argument came to a head on Saturday, May 20th, as the deeper than rap MC dragged Envy's wife and kids into the spat. Come on, son. Why you gotta bring somebody's kids into this fucking ground beef, man? Why? Like, seriously? 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 Like seriously. Seriously, man. That seriously, this is terrible. Like,
Why?
why would you bring someone's family into this ground beef you two have? Come on now. Come on now. Come on. That's just whack, man. Hold on. Ross returned to IG with more sass, responding to the radio host's claims that he has to Airbnb his home for extra income. Oh man, you've been a great co-host on the Charlemagne the God Show. You can come and mop my floors, mop this marble out of respect, DJ Envy. You just gave me a good idea. I just told the people coming to clean up my pool to hold on because I said Envy and his 7 sons could come over here. Y'all can handle this pool for the pool party July 2nd, which already happened. Uh, and Envy, out of respect, and I love you. That part of the pool, I'm saving that just for your girlfriend and her little baddies. DJ Envious, you just started a pool cleaning service because you got a job. You work. I'm kind of confused. You talking to a boss and you got a job that you got to report to. Don't get fired by that white man. It's all fun and joy, but dead serious. Your girlfriend Envy, she right there. And I need you and your sons. I told the cleanup crew, wait. Oh my gosh. Once again, Envy responded to the shot with one of his own, taking the Breakfast Club Monday morning to call out Fat Boy Ross and dress up as a correctional. Oh! Wow. Oh, shit. A correctional officer. Wow. One of Rose's former gigs. He also claimed that Rose still collects a pension from his days in law enforcement. Oh shit. A correctional officer. Oh shit. Ross is foul for that shit though, man. Bringing the kids. He brought the kids. Can't believe he did that shit, man. Yeah, he wrong for that shit though, man. He wrong for that shit though, man. And I have to. And look, man. And yeah, I have to agree with DJ Envy on this one, man. I would never charge $500 for a fucking car show, man. That's just highway robbery 101 right here. Oh my gosh. Wow. that's that's crazy, man. Um let me see if there's any more crazy stories that we need to get to right here. Let's see. What's crazy? Let's see. Speaking of crazy, well, I'm not gonna say this story is crazy, and this is really pertaining to um the New York Presbyterian Brooklyn Methodist hospital, actually. Yes. So um okay, so this is from bkreader.com. Okay, let's see. So after days of negotiation on Friday, May 26th and Memorial Day, NYSNA nurses delivered a strike notice to New York Presbyterian Brooklyn Methodist Hospital administrators late yesterday evening, NYSNA NYSNA will continue to um, be available to bargain non-stop between now and June 12th, which already happened, in hopes of reaching an agreement before an open-ended strike begins. The strike notice give NYP Brooklyn Methodist time to plan care for patients while nurses are on strike. The contract for nurses at NYP Brooklyn Methodist ended on April 30th of this year, and bargaining has continued for months. Last week, with nearly all members participating in the strike vote, 99.6% of nurses voted yes to authorize a strike. We don't want to go on strike, but we will if NYP gives us no other option. NYSNA member leader Sharonda Green Carter, RN, which is registered nurse, said. Nurses refuses. Damn, hold on a second, man. This is crazy. Hold on a second. This is very, very, very crazy. Um, this is crazy. Hmm. Hmm.
Oh no!
Yeah, that part. That part right there. All right. Okay. Um. Okay. So yeah. So nurses refuse to accept staffing cuts or compromise the care for our Brooklyn community in any way. We hope that NYP comes back to the table in good faith to deliver a contract with safe staffing that respects nurses and our patients. Nurses have been speaking out for safe staffing throughout negotiations. On May 4th, hundreds of nurses and their labor community and elected official allies picketed outside the hospital to protest NYP Brooklyn Methodist proposals to cut staffing levels instead of improving staffing to protect quality care. Since the informational picket, rather, staff no safe staffing has remained the sticking point in negotiations. Management has also interf- interfered with nurses' union rights, directed RNs to remove union stickers regarding safe staffing, and our collective bargaining demands and required management approval for union activity. As long as a longtime nurse at neighboring um, um, Ma Maimonides Medical Center. I am outraged that EYP Brooklyn Methodist has pushed nurses to the brink of a strike. NYSNA President Nancy Higgins, RNBSN CCRN said. if they listened to the nurses and committed to staff their facility um, safely, we would not be in this situation. All 42,000 members of NYSNA are in solidarity with our union siblings as they fight for a fair contract. Um, yeah, 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 yeah. give these people um not only a fair contract but their fair pay. You know what I'm saying? Look, nurses are the essential workers. They take care of us. They take care of people who have health related issues or anything like that. Whether it's like injuries, whether it's like people being shot, shoulder discomfort, um and everything in between, all the above, man. Because without them, you'd be screwed. So this is just a lesson here, man, for um New York, New York Presbyterian. Do not take advantage of these nurses, man, and do not mistake them. Um, do not mistake their kindness for weakness. And that's pretty much. I'm gonna put a button on this shit too, man. I'm gonna put a button on this shit too, man. So good luck to all the nurses out there, man. And for fighting for what you want and everything else in between, man. And we appreciate you out there for helping the patients and the people out there who are hurt and everything else in between, man. So we thank you for your kind service. All right. Hold on, man. I want to set this up actually, man. Hold on. Let me say something about Ryan Seacrest right here. And I know many of you out there are probably saying that Ryan Seacrest got too many jobs or whatever. But at the same time, like you have to really understand. You have to really understand something. He has hosting experience, right? He has hosting experience not just through American Idol, but he also hosts the New Year's event every year at the end of each year. And for him to take the role because Pat Sajak is actually retiring, and and I think he'll do a good job on that one right there though. And and I saw some comments about how people were saying that Ryan got too many jobs or whatever, give it to somebody else or whatever. But the purpose of look, there's a difference between somebody being a game show TV host versus someone who is a co-host. A host is a person who introduces the show and the objective and what each contestants have to do as far as like have them spin the wheel and all that other stuff, and they have to give out the letters and everything else in between, while a co-host is doing a supporting role and a supporting role, basically spinning the letters, um spinning the blocks of each letters and stuff like that. And as far as look, Vanna White and as far as Vanna White and the rumor in the air about Pat Sajak's daughter being the host is just a rumor. It's not happening. It's not happening. You know what I'm saying? It's not happening. So um just wanted to be clear on the difference between a host and a co-host. All right. Um let's get to the story. Okay, so what we have here is Ryan Seacrest. Yes, Ryan Seacrest has been in talks to being the co-host. No, he's been in touch to being the host of Wheel of Fortune. So this is according to People. Sony Pictures Television announced on Tuesday that Ryan Seacrest has been tapped as Pat Sajak's replacement. And for those of you who may not know, Sony Pictures Television is the people in charge of Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune. The former Live with Kelly and Ryan co-host multi-year deal, which will also see him serve as a consulting producer on the show, will begin next year after Sajak's 40-year run concludes. I'm truly humbled to be stepping into the footsteps of the legendary Pat Sajak. I can say, along with the rest of America, that it's been a privilege and pure joy to watch Pat and Vanna on our television screens for an unprecedented 40 years, making us smile every night and feel right at home with them. Seacrest, age 48, said in a statement. By the way, Vanna White is in her 60s, man. You know what I'm just the one to put it out there. She's in her 60s. Pat, I love the way you've always celebrated the contestants and made viewers at home feel at ease. I look forward to learning everything I can from you during this transition. The American Idol host continued. Many people probably don't know this, but one of my first jobs was hosting a little game show called Click for Marv. Marv Griffin 25 years ago. So this is truly a full circle moment for me, and I'm grateful to Sony for the opportunity. I can't wait to continue the tradition of spinning the wheel and working alongside the great Vanna White. Also addressing the hosting shakeup was Ravi Ahuja, chairman of Global Television Studios at Sony Pictures, who said, "We are ecstatic to have Ryan as the next host of Wheel of Fortune. Ryan loves Wheel as much as we do and is the perfect person to continue the show's 4 decade success into the future." The news comes after Pat Sajak announced earlier this month that he would retire after the show's upcoming 41st season, which begins filming in September. Wow. Well, the time has come. I've decided that our 41st season, which begins in September, which will be my last. He shared on Twitter. It's been a wonderful ride, and I'll have more to say in the coming months. Many thanks to you all. If nothing else, it'll keep the clickbait sites busy. Pat Sajak says. Suzanne Pratt, the EVP of game shows at Sony Pictures Television, also confirmed Sajak's upcoming retirement in a statement to People, but added that the 76-year-old television personality would stay on board as a consultant on the series for the next 3 years. By the way, there's been a rumor in the air about Whoopi Goldberg, who wanted to try out as the host, but I don't think it'll be a good fit because of all the political bullshit though, man. And people who watch game shows don't really want to hear about politics, man. Dirty politics. Nobody wants to hear about dirty politics or whatever case scenario may be. Nobody wants to really hear about fucking you know, the craziness of what each person goes through. Nobody wants to hear that. You know what I'm saying? People watch game shows to take their minds off of stressful things. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why Ryan Ryan Seacrest is probably the right person to do this because he has the hosting abilities. I mean, come on, he has a radio show of his own, American Idol, and among other things. And yeah, so there you have it. So, yes, Suzanne Brett of the EVP of game shows at Sony Pictures Television also confirmed Sajak's upcoming retirement in a statement to People, but added that the 76-year-old television personality would stay on board as a consultant on the series for the next 3 years. As the host of Wheel of Fortune, Pat has entertained millions of viewers across America for 40 amazing years, Brett said. We are incredibly grateful and proud to have had Pat as our host for all these years, and we look forward to celebrating his outstanding career throughout the upcoming season. Pat has agreed to continue as a consultant on the show for 3 years following his last year hosting. So we're thrilled to have him remaining close to the Wheel of Fortune family. The no, excuse me. In September 2022, Sajak, who began hosting Wheel of Fortune in 1981, hinted at the possibility of his retirement, saying he'll probably leave the series before it goes off air. In most television shows by this time, you would have said that's probably enough, but this show will not die, Sajak told Entertainment Tonight. It appears I may go before the show. Sajak, who hosts alongside Vanna White, spoke of his television tenure and the idea that nothing is meant to last forever. Years 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 go by fast, Sajak said. We're getting near the end. It's been a long time. We're not gonna do this for another 40 years. The end is near. Um Sajak took a brief hiatus from Wheel of Fortune in 2019 after undergoing surgery for a blocked intestine. White stood in as host in Sajak's absence. I'm as good or bad as new, and that's great, he said upon his return. I still have my wits about me. They didn't remove that, so I'll be selling vows for a long time. Seacrest, meanwhile, left his longtime co host role on Live with Kelly and Ryan in April after 6 years. He still continues to juggle several other gigs, including hosting American Idol and on air with Ryan Seacrest radio show. Um, let's see. Let me see. Um, yeah. So let's give a little congratulations to Ryan Seacrest for taking the hosting gig of Wheel of Fortune. And don't worry about the fucking haters, man. They always want to say some stupid dumb shit, man. Like this is ridiculously crazy, man. Like, come on, man. No one first of all, like I said before, he has hosting experience. He has hosting experience and you know what I'm saying? And some people feel like he's the right person for the job. I mean, sure, he got many jobs and stuff, but come on, you can't give a hosting job to just anybody, man. Like it has to be someone that people are familiar with. That's what this is about. It's about familiarity. It's about familiarity. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, man. I'm gonna make some noise for Ryan Seacrest, man. Hold on. Wait a minute. All right. Let's see. What else? What else? Yeah, I'm gonna cover the whole Vanna White thing in a different episode, not right now. I want to get to Juvenile actually. I want to get to Juvenile and Busta Rhymes um and stuff. So let's get to it though. But first, but first, let's get to hold on a minute here. Yeah, but first, let's get to the wildfires in not only New York City but tri-state area and then in New Jersey. Let's get to that first. Um let's get to that first though. Um hang on a second here. Okay, so it's not as bad as a couple weeks ago when the sky was yellow and yes, so this is from the yeshivaworld.com. All right, so the National Weather Service issued an air quality alert on Tuesday for New York City and parts of the tri-state area due to smoke from the Canadian wildfires drifting across the region. Obviously, Quebec, Canada. The smoke is making skies hazy, making for potentially dangerous conditions, especially for people with respiratory issues. Um, in addition, a red flag warning has been issued for parts of New Jersey. Meanwhile, Lakewood Alerts is reporting that there is a serious wildfire that started a short while ago in Jackson, New Jersey. Damn, that's scary, man. That's the scariest shit ever. Wow.
Oh my god!
All right. Yeah, the air quality alert means air pollution concentration in the region will be unhealthy for people with heart or lung disease, children, and adults over 65. The smoky skies are the result of more than 160 forest fires burning in Quebec, Canada, during what federal officials say is shaping up to be among Canada's worst fire seasons ever. Yeah, that is, yeah, I have to say that's pretty crazy though, man. Um, so yeah. So hopefully things will get better. Now I want to get to Juvenile because this one really struck me. This one really struck me right here. And this is according to TMZ, man. This is crazy though, man. So Juvenile isn't taking news of being omitted from this year's Essence Fest lineup well, and would rather New Orleans residents spend their money at the Donna Fest, where he and Manny Fresh will be performing. Um, and on Friday, Juvie ripped the popular summer shindig a new one on Twitter for its tremendous artist lineup being devoid of any of Cash Money's flagship artists, i.e., the Hot Boys. Damn, son. Like, really? Really though? Like, this is crazy, man. That's crazy though, man. I hate to say this though. This is just crazy. Uh yeah, well, you know what? That's messed up though. Yeah. And this is probably how he feels about the Essence Festival. Basically, leaving him out though, and he's hip hop though, man, and part of Hip Hop 50 and everything else in between. So yeah. Yeah, so this year's EF is boosting a 50 years of hip hop celebration with legendary acts such as Missy Elliott, Ice Cube, Big Daddy Kane, T.I., aka TIP, and Remy Ma. But none of that matters to Juvie, who encouraged fans to go with the less expensive Donna Fest, with tickets starting at just $25. 25. You can't beat that. At the time, we're posting the 3-day EF passes are sold out, and the 1-day ticket starts around $90. Wow. 90. Yeah. Um, yeah, $90 actually. Rebirth Brass Band and the 400 Degrees rapper's son, Young Juvie, will also be performing. Both events go down during the first weekend of July, which happened already. So the city will be lively. To say the least. We reached out to EF to see if they reconsider including the OG Cash Money crew, but no word back yet. Yeah, I knew this is the most dirtiest thing that Essence Festival actually did, man. That's really fucked up though, man. You know what I'm saying? Um I mean, come on, man. He's hip hop, man, from New Orleans, just like Master P and all these other people. All right. They're hip hop. Come on now. And I think that's pretty foul, man. That's pretty foul though. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. This is just so fucking crazy. Ugh, this is just crazy. Um, I don't know, man. This is just beyond bothersome right there and disgusting. Yeah, that part too, man. I would be upset too. Man. Yeah, that right there is just crazy. Um, that's just beyond nuts. I don't know, man. I think it's time to slice and dice the Essence Festival for leaving Juvenile out. Yeah, that part too, man. You know what I mean? That's an epic fail to me. Yeah, that part too. That part too, man. Ugh. Like, really. Oh man. All right. All right, let me get to Buster Rhymes because this has been a a big moment for him actually, man. This has been a big moment for him since the BET Awards. I actually watched him. So let's see what else. So most recently, a while back, he was headlining the Sunshine Vibe session. The rapper was announced as a headlining act for the show Sunshine Vibe session at the Palms Casino Resort with 2 days of performances. The 51-year-old, damn, he's 51, is one of a handful of hip hop and R&B artists invading Sin City. I will go over the highlights of the BET Awards, including him receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award. Um, in a future episode. Probably not today. Um, yeah. So yeah, described on the company's Instagram account as a live ex, ex, experiential event series. The Sunshine Vibe session kicks off, um, which kicked off on Saturday, May 27th, of course. And of course, the ticket holders at Soap Pool are set to be treated to special showcase by Janae Aiko, Sway Lee, for Ray Shrummer, St. John, and DJ Booth. The following day, the Anarchy rapper is joined by Jeremiah and DJ Booth. We are so thrilled to kick off the pool season, which happened which happened past Memorial Day, of course. At Soap, Steve Sagan, executive director of nightlife and day life at Palms, explained to Billboard. Soap Pool promises to be an ultimate poolside party paradise, offering a vibrant lineup of high energy entertainment, fantastic music, refreshing drinks, delectable food, and endless fun. After the holiday weekend affair, the veteran rapper and the Chicago R&B singer are set to hit the road with 50 Cent on the final lap tour celebrating the 20th anniversary of Get Rich or Die Trying. I assure you, we are just getting started. Shared the Flipmode Squad representative with Billboard. My new album is on the way, and of course, me and my longtime brothers 50 Cent and Jeremiah are going absolutely earthquake every city starting this summer in the final lap tour 2023. Tickets for the show Sunshine Vibe sessions range from $65 to $150 with the additional options for VIP tables. That's pretty much what the highlight of this is. And by the way, congratulations to Busta Rhymes on receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award at the BET Awards this year. I'm gonna go over that along with the highlights of the BET Awards in a future episode. I'm not gonna do it today. So shout out to Busta Rhymes for receiving that Lifetime Achievement Award, man. That's been a long time overdue. You know what I'm saying? That's been a long time overdue. So let me make some noise. Let me make some noise for let's make some noise for Busta Rhymes, man. This guy's a legend. The man has so many hit um songs and shit. It's very hard to name actually. So you know what I'm saying? So let's just make some noise. Yeah. Um okay. Let's see what else went down. Um okay. Okay, shall we talk about what went down in the box office? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. First and foremost, a little recap of Transformers and a little recap of the Flash movie that recently just came out. Um, but before I do that, hold on a second here. Before I do that one, let me see if I have anything. Yes. No, 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 no. Let me save the McDonald's part. Let me save the McDonald's part for munchies and drinks segment. I'm gonna save that one. All right, so let me just and of course let's talk Transformers and the Flash. Um, yeah, let's talk about that one right there, man. In our movie Man Cave Popcorn. Let's do this. Let's do this, man. For real, for real. For real, for real, for real, for real. Um, all right, let's do all right, let's do this though. One more sound. One more sound. Okay. A little recap of the box office. Transformers. That recently came out last month, of course. So this is from movieguide.org. Transformers Rise of the Beast dominated the box office this weekend, which was in June, even out earning fan favorite Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Deadline reported Rise of the Beast made $60.5 million in its opening weekend. Across the Spider-Verse making $55.4 million in its second weekend. Across the Spider-Verse has made a combined $225.5 million at the box office since its release, already beating out the domestic earnings of its 2018 predecessor, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Audiences audiences are responding to the positive elements in both movies. Uh, both both movies received favorable reviews from Movie Guide for their moral content and compelling stories. A portion of the review for Transformers: Rise of the Beast reads: Transformers: Rise of the Beast sends moviegoers on a roller coaster of emotions as the fight with the bad guys ebbs and flows. The final big battle has some exciting crowd cheering surprises. Rise of the Beast has a pro-life message. The good guys are fighting to preserve life. The movie also promotes sacrifice. However, the supervillain is called a god. Also, Transformers Rise of the Beast has lots of action, violence, plus 21 obscene, obscenities, and one light profanity. So Movie Guide advises caution for older children. Of course, a portion of Movie Guide's review of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse reads: Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is creative, exciting, funny animated superhero movie. It has several unexpected twists that add to the viewer's enjoyment. Across the Spider-Verse also has a strong pro-family theme. For example, there are heartfelt scenes of love and reconciliation between Miles and his parents and between a Spider-Woman character and her father. Also, a Spider-Man from another universe and his wife have a new baby, which I don't really know why you would add a character who is pregnant as a superhero. Don't know why, which is pretty dumb, by the way. That shit is pretty dumb, though. That shit is so dumb, though, man. But finally, an early image shows a family holding hands and praying together. Yet this is yet another reminder to studios that families will show up and spend money in theaters if content reflects positive moral values. We are crowdfunding. We are a crowdfunding organization supported by people like you. These are some of the reasons why our supporters choose to give. Um, yes. So there you have it right there. Um, Spider-Man across the Spider. Speaking of Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse, man. Um, And this is from, what is it? Comicbook.com, right? The Flash will fall short in its second weekend at the box office despite earlier projections, while Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse swings back to the top spot, beating Disney Pixar's Elemental, which I know everybody's been shitting on that movie actually, which I don't know why, which is crazy though. Um, which is crazy, which I'm probably gonna review that. I'm gonna review that animated movie Elemental in my other platform, Meticulous Values Podcast review show in a future episode in the future. Um so um let's see. Let's see. And let me see. And Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse will claim the number one spot at the box office with $19.3 million this weekend, bringing its domestic box office total to $316 million. Elemental, um, the, the the recently latest movie, which has been advertised in the McDonald's commercial, claims second place with 18. Um, 18, damn. Wait, $18 million. You could have said that. Um, the Flash, after a disappointing opening weekend total last week, will barely beat the new Jennifer Lawrence led sex comedy No Hard Feelings, earning $15.3 million over the weekend compared to the R-rated No Hard Feelings $15 million. The Flash has struggled into theaters through a muted press tour due to the controversies surrounding star Ezra Miller and the changes in executive leadership at DC Studios, leading towards a looming soft reboot. Um, yes, a reboot. Yes, a soft reboot. A soft reboot. What the hell is this, man? Hold on a second. Yes, a soft reboot. Of course, DC film stars Gal Gadot and Henry Cavill had been set up to appear at the end of the movie, but the film's conclusion went through multiple revisions, leading the film to leading the feel of a lame duck release. In DC cinematic canon, The Flash also received mixed reviews with a barely fresh 67% critical score on Rotten Tomatoes and a surprising B cinema score. B, hold on. Comicbook.com's Jenna Anderson gave The Flash a score of 3 out of 5 in her film review. She writes, after years of being proverbial white whale in the realm of superhero movies, The Flash finally exists in an undoubtedly fun but somewhat inconsequential way. The movie's um li- liveliness is infectious, and there are some genuinely unbelievable moments on display, but that might not be enough. That might not be enough to fully cement it as a legendary part of DC's canon, whether on the screen or on the page. Barry Allen's adventure is far from over, and in one way or another, the Flash movie will always be one of a kind chapter of that. Conversely, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse has received nearly unanimous acclaim, though new reports about the labor costs that went into creating the film uh, the cast at a show over its production. Comicbook.com's Kofi Outlaw awarded Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse a score of 4.5 out of 5 in his review. He writes, in quote, the scope and ambition of the larger Spider-Verse story, plus the clear indication that it could very well stick the landing and then some and beyond the Spider-Verse also makes it hard to criticize Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse too extensively. After all, after all, after all, the biggest drawback to the film is having to manage the eagerness to get the next one. In a world where franchise universes rule, that's still a big win. Miles Morales returns to the big screen with Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, now playing in theaters after premiering on June 2nd. Miles, played by Shamik Moore, reunites with fellow heroes Spider Gwen, played by Haley Steinfeld, and Peter B. Parker, Jake Johnson, for another web swinging adventure through the multiverse, finding himself at odds with the Spider Society led by Spider-Man 2099, played by Oscar Isaac, excuse me. And new heroes include Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew, Issa Rae, the pregnant lady in the movie. Oh gosh, don't know why. Spider-Man Punk, Daniel Kaluuya, and Pavitir, um, Prahacker, played by Karen Sony. While new villain the Spot, Jason Schwartzman, also enters the fray. The sequel to Sony Pictures' hit 2018 film Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, is directed by Joaquin Dos Santos, Ken Powers, and Justin K. Thompson, and written by the team of Chris Miller, Phil Lord, and Dave Callahan. The Flash speeds into theaters on June 16th, promising to reshape the DC multiverse uh, with the help of familiar faces and brand new heroes. Barry Allen, um, played by Esma Miller, ventures to the past to change history, resulting in massive repercussions for the future, forced to team up with another version of Barry, the mysterious Kryptonian known as Supergirl, played by Sasha Cale, and the iconic Batman Michael Keaton, and the Scarlet Speedster is forced to reckon with his mistakes and save a doomed reality. The Flash is directed by Andy Muschietti, written by Christina Hodson, not Hudson, from a story by Joby Harold, and produced by Barbara Muschietti. Okay, okay, let's see. Okay, what else we got here? Okay, what else we got here? Um, okay, what else we got here? Oh, oh, wait. Let's get to um. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. All right, let's get to let's get to our next segment right here, which is munchies and drinks. Let's get into it right here though. Let's get into it right here. Hold on. Let me get to okay, y'all know the deal. This is a segment pertaining to businesses in terms of restaurants, and places that sells drinks and stuff like that. But with this one, there's a couple of things actually. McDonald's, yes, McDonald's is upgrading their burgers. Not sure why, but yeah, they're really upgrading their burgers right now. So let's get into it right here. Um, let me see. Yes, so there's gonna be 9 changes um to the burgers. There's gonna be some 9 changes, and this is from eatthis.com. Upgraded burgers from bun to beef. That's number one. That's number one. The smallest tweaks can elevate an average burger to a great burger, and McDonald's is trying to reach its highest potential by rolling out several major upgrades for its signature burgers this year. These upgrades include using softer toasted buns, ensuring cheese is perfectly melted, cooking white onions directly on burger patties, and adding special sauce to its famous Big Macs. McDonald's is also paying extra attention to detail during the actual cooking process. We found that small changes like tweaking our process to get hotter, meltier cheese and adjusting our grill settings for a better sear, adding up to a big difference in making our burgers more flavorful than ever. Uh, Chef Chaz Schaefer, the senior director of culinary innovation for McDonald's United States arm, said in a statement in April. McDonald's plans to implement the upgrades at all of its restaurants in the United States by 2024 of next year. Though some lucky cities on the West Coast are already starting to see the changes. The chain also called a nostalgic red glove spokesperson, the Hamburglar, to help promote them. Oh shit. Number two, faster, more efficient operations. Let me see how much time we got here. Yeah. Um, yeah, faster, more efficient operations. Um, and let me just run through some numbers right here. So, hundreds of new locations. Number three, hundreds of new locations. Um, Number four, old classics with a twist. Number five, robots robots at the drive-through. Don't know why you would actually. I don't know why you would actually put AI robots in a McDonald's. Are you fucking kidding me? Like seriously, why? Seriously, seriously. Like it's bad enough that you really have AI robots mimicking people's voices on in the music in music industries and everything else in between. But now you want to put a fucking robot in a fucking fast food franchise like McDonald's out of all places. Like, come on, man. Really? Really? Like, this is crazy, man. Really? Really? That's not really a good thing, man. Yeah. Yeah, so let me see. Yeah, number six, more celebrity collaborations. Jeez. Well, we already know about the Cardi B and Offset thing that went down this year. We already did that already. Plastic waste reduction, number seven. And number eight, more digital and automated services. Actually, I've been to a McDonald's in Long Island, and they had a machine where you could it's like a touchscreen machine where you could pick your orders along with your food, your drinks, and everything else in between, and it allows you to use a debit card, and um it saves you time than being on long lines, and they'll print out the number of your order and everything else in between. That's why I like this, man. I really like this. I like this. I really do like this though, man. And of course, digital ordering kiosks are becoming the norm for McDonald's locations worldwide, and now the company is looking even further into the future with some space age drive-through designs. McDonald's Automatic announced in late 2022 that Fort Worth, Texas, will be the home for a test location featuring advances in fast food efficiency, like a food conveyor belt, in order ahead lane, a pickup room for delivery workers, and a shelf where people can actually grab their orders. It all comes after Slamdemic numbers drove up the desire for a more convenient McDonald's experience. Before the Slamdemic drive-through represented 70% of the order for Mickey D's. After the figure is close to 90% for mobile ordering, delivery, and takeout. And finally, number 9, donuts. You can't go wrong with donuts, man. And other outside company crossovers. Yes. So, yes. And yeah, and I knew Krispy Kreme had to be involved in this, obviously. But then you can't go wrong with the apple pies, man. Like, come on. Like, seriously. And you know what's funny? Um, I never even been to a Krispy Kreme before, but I heard that place is pretty expensive. But you know what? Good luck with Krispy Kreme, and it's collaboration. All right. Good luck with that one right there. And and let's get to let's get to let's get to oh yes, wait. I don't know what I did with Dan's taste, but anyway, had to make a little change actually. So Gurney's clam bake. Okay, so here we go. Um, all right. So Dan's clam bake, a Montauk summer feast. Dan clam bake Dan's Clam Bake is the ultimate seaside soiree of the summer season, serving up an oceanfront food and drink celebration. The Epic Clam Bake is a fun walk around format featuring seafood from clams and oysters to a caviar bar. VIP guests will also get exclusive access to a plated lobster dinner along with premier cocktails, beachside bonfire, after party, and gift bag. All cuisine will be prepared by Gurney's Montauk renowned chefs. Celebrate the beach life and ocean views, coastal cuisine, and everything that makes Montauk the hottest seaside destination on the East Coast. And where does it take place? Gurney's Montauk takes place on 290 Old Montauk Highway, Montauk, New York, 11954, which is in Long Island. And it takes place Thursday, July 13th. So go check it out for all you Long Islanders out there that's looking for something to do as far as like fun stuff to eat. Dan's Taste is actually hosting this. So this is Dan's Clam Bake. All right. So you can check that out for yourself and everything else in between. So all right. Um all right. Another oh boy. Another place I haven't had a chance to another what is it? Another segment that I haven't touched on in a very long time, involving the Hip Hop 50 concert series. We're gonna get to fun things to do. Yeah, we're gonna get to fun things to do. Um, yeah, fun things to do for the weekend. I haven't touched on this in a very long time actually. So So, of course, I wanted to bring back this segment actually and do a little update. I had to update it actually. Now, originally, it's supposed to be updates on stories, to recap and all that other stuff. But I wanted to do, I wanted to add something, which is fun things to do for the weekend. Hold on a second, folks. Yes, I'm bringing back. I'm bringing back this segment right here. Remains to be seen. You looking for some fun activities to do? I got you. I got you. You looking for some fun activities to do? I got you.
Remains to be seen, kid. Get it? Remains to be seen.
Yes, remains to be seen, man. You looking for some fun activities to do? I got you, man. Starting with the 50 um hip hop event at Yankee Stadium. I want to actually touch on that before I even wrap up here. So, um, yes, so yeah, Hip Hop 50 Live is is taking place in Yankee Stadium, and I got you with the info right here, according to Billboard. So, hip hop will enjoy its 50th birthday and in the biggest way possible this summer when it returns to the genre old stomping grounds in the Bronx on August 11th. Dubbed Hip Hop 50 Live, a slew of the genre's most decorated stars, including Run DMC, Lil Wayne, Snoop Dogg, and Ice Cube, will take center stage inside the legendary Yankee Stadium to celebrate hip hop's origin. Along with the names mentioned above, there will be several special sets in commemoration of the event, including Queens of Hip Hop, headlined by Eve, Trina, Remy Ma, and Lil Kim, along with a Pillars of Hip Hop set paying homage to the early architects of the genre, such as Curtis Blow, Melly Mel, Roxanne Shante, and more. Other performers include T.I., aka T.I.P., Fat Joe, um, Common, ASAP Ferg, EPMD, Ghostface Killer, Lupe Fiasco, and Slick Rick. While the DJ set will feature Clark Kent, Molly Mall, Manny Fresh, and Battle Cat. um, End quote. I am honored to hit the stage in the Bronx, the birthplace of hip hop, and celebrate all of my heroes, said Run in a press release. August 11th is hip hop's 50th birthday. So up in the Bronx, where it all started, where we will be celebrating this historic moment in history. I am honored to pay tribute to the culture that allowed this little shy kid from Queens to grow up and become the mighty king of rock. Thank you, hip hop, said DMC. Pre-sales begin on Thursday. It began Thursday, June 8th, from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. with prices starting at $50. Damn, $50? Everything gotta be so expensive. My God. Yeah. Uh, General on sale will begin on June 9th. Already happened actually. Um, 10 a.m. Eastern. Hip Hop 50 Live will be co-produced by Mass Appeal, Live Nation, and the New York Yankees. Emmy Award winner, Basic Black Entertainment CEO Blackstone, and producer and keyboardist Omar Edwards will be the concert's creative music directors. So yeah. All right, so like I said, so this is the lineup that I'm seeing right here, um, for Hip Hop 50 Live. So, like I said, Run DMC, Snoop Dogg, Lil Wayne, Ice Cube, um, Queens of Hip Hop, Eve, Little Wayne, no, excuse me, Eve, Little Kim, Remy Ma, Trina, T.I., aka T.I.P., Fat Joe, Common, ASAP Ferg, EPMD, Ghostface Killer, Lupe Fiasco, Slick Rick, DJ Kool Herc, and Cindy Campbell, Grandmaster Cass, Curtis Blow, Melly Mel, Roxanne Shante, Scorpio, Sugar Hill Gang, Battle Cat, Clark Kent, Manny Fresh, and Molly Mall. Um, Friday, August 11th, doors open at 4:30 p.m. Yankee Stadium. I suggest y'all get your tickets and actually get there early and on time. And of course, check out any train disruptions to Yankee Stadium in case there's a derailment or anything like that. You can use one of your MTA my MTA apps to check out to see if there's any delays or anything like that, and then boom. And speaking of which, man, let's get to let's get to um let me see. Let's get to NBA Con, man. I didn't forget to actually mention this. So this is from NBAcon.com. For all you basketball heads out there, man. This is going down actually right now. So this takes place in Las Vegas. A historic lineup of NBA legends, rising stars, live music, fashion, and limited edition merch, which begins July 7th, which is tomorrow, through the 9th, 2023, Las Vegas. If you're in the Las Vegas area and you're looking for something fun, NBA Con is for you. So the tickets for kids ages 12 and under, rookie, is $30. Starter general admission is $60. And of course, the MVP is $250. Damn, son. Damn. That's crazy, man. Damn. Damn. All right, let me see. All right, let me just run this. So there's gonna be some performances. Like 2 Chainz. He's part of the lineup too. Let me get to the who else is there? Yeah, 2 Chainz is gonna be here. So July 7th, 2C is gonna be there. 2C is gonna be there. Amani White's gonna be there. Let me see. The the Eslaban Amano Blast is gonna be there. Hold on. Yeah, Blast is gonna be there. I'm sorry about the fucking motorcycle, folks. Um, yeah, yeah, Blast is gonna be there. Hang on a minute. Yeah, and July 9th. No, Blast is gonna be there July 8th. The last artist is going to be the Esla Bon Amato, which is going to be here July 9th. So featured talent appearance. Um, so there's going to be some basketball athletes, some legendary athletes that's going to be there. So there's I'm not gonna really waste my time trying to pronounce everybody's last name, so I'm just gonna just you know, there's people like um Carl Anthony Towns, Trey Young, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Victor Wembanyama, um, Jerry West, um, Paulo Benchero, Scoot Henderson, and of course, some appearances: Mike Conley, Tyrese, Halliburton, Ray Allen, Devin Vassell, ja, Josh Childress, Jameer Nelson, Chris Brickley, Bruce Brown, Miles Turner, Moses Moody, Damian Jones, and Zaire Williams, and many more. And of course, Brands is going to be there. There's a few, obviously AT&T, obviously NBA Top Shot, um, and Mitchell and Ness is going to be there. NBA Lab Player Society, all these other and PlayStation 5 is going to be there. Going to be there. Actually, yeah, that's going to be there as well. All these brands are going to be there. NBA Con lineup and all that other stuff is going to be in there too. So check out NBAcon.com. Make sure you get your tickets and stuff. It starts tomorrow, July 7th through the 9th. The 8th is a Saturday and July 9th is a Sunday. So don't miss out on your chance here. So there you have it right there. Now for New York, I want to actually make sure for New York, I want to make sure there's some stuff to do for the week. And of course, obviously obviously there's 8 essentials of a Coney Island actually. So 8 essentials. So let's get to so um so let me see. I'm gonna run through this. So number one, a movie montage moment on the train ride there. Number two, a moment to breathe in salty air upon your arrival, debating whether to even sit on the sand and go in the ocean. Number four, a long walk for lunch at Nathan's. This is where they held the hot dog eating contest. Number five, taking in a Brooklyn Cyclones game. You can't go wrong with that. Daring number six, daring each other to ride the questionable roller coaster. Astroland. Number seven, walking to the end of the pier for sunset photos, having a last minute indulgence for dessert before the train home. All right, so let me see. There's got to be some fun activities to do for the weekend. Actually, I want to make sure I don't miss that. Actually. Let me see. Yes. 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 So 6 things to do for the weekend for New York. Let me make sure I get that. So starting tomorrow, there's going to be a new photography 2023. Kalani Abyss, Aken Bold, Aken B, Yagazi, Imazi, Amanda Ahim, Abraham, um, Ago Base, Carl Ahiri, all these other peoples. And there's gonna be an event for what is it? This is gonna be the Museum of Modern Art. So it takes place on West 53rd Street, Manhattan, New York at 10:30 to 5:30 p.m. and it's a free admission. Open Village is also a free admission as well, which takes place on the historic Richmond town, 441 Clark Avenue in Staten Island, 11 to 5 p.m. and it's free. Saturday, July 8th, Vale Mini Golf, um, at the William Vale, 111 North 12th Street, Brooklyn. It starts from 12 to 9 p.m. $15. It's $15. Children, um, younger, which is 12. No, excuse me, $10 younger than 12. Wow. Okay. Okay. Okay, we could do this. Um Okay, let's let's hurry it up though. Okay, 55. Okay. All right. And so what is it? Oh, wait. So the Ice Factory Festival, which also takes place, um, in Manhattan, which is the New Ohio Theater, 154 Christopher Street, Manhattan, New York. It starts from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. and it's $20, $18 for students and seniors. Wow. Wow. All right. Finally July 9th. The Bronx Park East Farmers Market. Of course, where you have your fruits, vegetables, herbs, flowers, and other goods. All right, and it takes place at the Bronx Park 2222 Bronx Park East Bronx, New York. Starts from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and it's free event. And monthly Sundays Caribbean NYC. And this is the Brooklyn Grange at Sunset Park, Brooklyn, which takes place 850 3rd Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and it's free. So there you have it right there, folks. There you have it right there, man. Some fun activities to do for the weekend and everything else in between. Whatever places I don't get to, I will save that for a future episode. I will save that. And that's going to do it, man. Last very thing we're going to do is last very thing that we're going to do to wrap up this show is of course stream choices on the go, man. Let's do this. You at home, especially people in New York, man, you enjoyed this episode right here. Y'all know what to do. Listen, y'all can follow. You can follow off the Meat Rat Chainz New York podcast on Facebook and Instagram, alongside with Instagram. Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast is also on the gram as well as Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast and myself, G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. And turn on your notifications for questions and details that I'm going to be leaving and all the other stuff whatsoever. And if you go to the link in bio, you can go see Linktree / G Money Stacks 555. You're going to see a whole list of audio streaming platforms, starting with Audacity, Audio Burst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Bull FM, Podcast, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podhound, Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Podcast Guru, Podvine, Spotify for podcasters, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, iHeartRadio, the number one app for music, radio, and podcast. You don't need a credit card or anything like that, including a debit card. You don't need that to download iHeartRadio or any of the apps whatsoever. Make sure you subscribe to all the streaming platforms, including iHeartRadio, including the shows to follow on iHeartRadio that I just mentioned on the gram. And yes, follow Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast, Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, Sports Edition show, and Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast on the platform as well. Review show that's also on there as well. So, and also do the same with YouTube. Make sure you grab that subscribe button on the YouTube channel pages such as Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast, Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, the sports YouTube channel page, and of course the primary handle on the channel is G Money Stacks 555, where you see all the New York episodes on there. Make sure you catch up on all the episodes. Stay tuned for more video content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes. Leave a like and a comment along with the topics being discussed, and and of course, click the noti bell along with the alerts so you can be reminded on when the show goes in the air via live stream, along with the date and time of the podcast recording. And listen, stream, watch, and share the episodes, share the videos, tell a friend to another friend, and of course, word of mouth is important. Word of mouth is important. Spread the word, and of course, share the podcast with the link with your husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, friends, and the people you cool with from work and everywhere else where you meet new people. All right, that's gonna do it for me. I'm G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, your host with the most. Thank you very much for listening and tuning in and rocking with me on episode 275. 275. Yes, 275, titled. Actually, oh shit, I'm sorry. Um, I'm sorry. I meant to cover the Cheetos mac and cheese part. Let me just do this though. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. I was in a hurry and I forgot to mention that one too. Um, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm a little far behind with the whole thing. Um, damn, man. I was just waiting to finish and I forgot a topic. I do apologize for that one right there. I do apologize for that one right there. Yes, so flaming hot Cheetos and all the other stuff. So mac and cheese can be a delicious dish on its own, but sometimes you need to experiment a little in the kitchen to take it to that next level. Adding a bit of spice and crunch can deliver some heat and provide a contrasting texture that helps amp it up a notch. One possible approach is incorporating flaming hot Cheetos. I meant to add this to munchies and drinks into the mix as a mac and cheese topping. TikToker Blake's Munchies demonstrated this culinary mashup, pouring crushed flaming hot Cheetos over Costco's store brand mac and cheese. The snacker informs viewers that the end result actually exceeded their taste expectations. Reactions to the video was mixed, with one commenter concurring with the addition, but recommending that people take it even a step further. It's good with Cheetos because they provide more flavor, but some salt, pepper, and paprika is necessary, in my opinion. Other users gave it a hard pass. Bro ruined it with the hot Cheetos. Some like it hot, and it's and it's not just adventurous snackers. The kind who can be found mixing together frozen box and bag comfort food favorites to satisfy late night cravings that approved of the combo. Another cooking video demo of mac and cheese made with flaming hot Cheetos was posted to Facebook by Cooking with Aisha, which has the epiness host expressing pleasant surprise at how much they enjoyed the combination. Instead of picking up mac and cheese pre-made from the store, Aisha cooks the whole thing up from scratch. Oh shit. Dang. Oh shit. Oh man. I'm sorry for missing out on this. Oh my gosh, man. I was not expecting this. Yeah, this this one right there. That's gonna make you scream. That's gonna make you scream, man. Yeah, that's gonna make you scream. Man, the things that people do for fun on TikTok, especially flaming hot Cheetos with mac and cheese. I don't see why that's a mix. I don't understand this, but anyway. But anyway, man, that's gonna make you scream, man. All right, whether you are a Blake sprinkling a snack sized bag of flaming hot Cheetos over your Easy Mac, or in Aisha and whipping up a casserole dish to serve at your next family get together, you may want to consider trying out this crunchy, spicy tip. Cheetos also sells its own boxed mac and cheese flaming hot product that is available in grocery stores if you want to seriously take the dish to the next level. Okay, okay. All right, man. All right, man. This is pretty funny enough, though, man. All right, man. That's it, man. I'm closing this out, man, right now, man. Thank you so much for listening and tuning in and rocking with me on episode 275. A good thing I mentioned this. So this is the most craziest idea of mac and cheese Cheetos, which is dedicated to flaming hot Cheetos and stuff, which is ridiculous. The most ridiculous thing I ever heard in my life. So I'm up out of here. Thank you very much. Peace and one love. I hope y'all had a nice 4th of July 4-day weekend and everything in between. And I hope y'all enjoyed the fun places to do for the weekend and for the week and everything else in between, including the Yankee Stadium for Hip Hop 50 Live at Yankee Stadium and everywhere else that I just mentioned. If you've forgotten, then you can listen to this episode again as I post and everything else in between. So you could have listened to any podcast in the whole world. Thank you very much. But you chose this one right here. So remember, the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. If you want something, you have to work hard and earn it. Um rem- also a reminder is that you don't need other people's validation. You got to validate yourself. You feel what I'm saying? And also look and find something that makes you smile, that you enjoy creatively, mentally, physically, and spiritually, that gets you into your zone alongside with tunnel vision. All right, I'm done. Thank you very much. Appreciate every single one of you, man. I love y'all, man. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your day and nighty night. Good night, folks. Nighty night.